podcast where we watch sci-fi because what else are we going to do with our time? In this episode 7, we will be watching Star Trek: The Next Generation, Season 1, Episode 13, Data Lore. And according to our pre-described format, when we say engage, we all start watching together. I am your host, Ty, and my co-host of Equal Power, Inigo Montoya, who claims I killed his father for some reason.
And that you should prepare to die.
We should have recorded sooner, because we already discussed how that's going to happen.
We'll eventually get the format to work out. You know, we're still kind of doing
this. We'll work that out. When last week we met in our merry band, the world was not quite insane. I went to Disneyland that week, and then the following week the entire world shut down.
Indeed. And man, at least you got to go to Disneyland.
Yeah, and I had a haircut in April of 2019. Punchline. Works every time.
I get it.
It's funny because it's true.
Yes, all I got to do was work from home and then start working from my office, but with the mask, and then worrying that everyone was going to kill me.
Well, when the meteor hits, you won't have to worry about them killing you anymore.
When will you hit, giant meteor? When?
Someday. Also, I am happy to report that Bloodshot is very much a Vin Diesel movie.
I think you told this to me.
Yes, it is a very Vin Diesel movie.
But does it have all the Vin Dieselness that we love from his other Vin Diesel movies?
He gets shot repeatedly and then stabs people in the face for it. It seems pretty Vin Diesel to me.
That is a very high level of Vin Dieselness.
Also, he drives a large vehicle and then rams it into things.
That is pretty much the peak Vin Dieselness.
And he jumps out of a window.
How high of a window?
Several dozen stories high.
All right, that sounds about right.
Yep. So all in all, it was the perfect Vin Diesel movie. I rate Vin Diesel as a horrible actor, and I love almost everything he's been in, and I hope he never retires.
I will second that motion.
Man, there's just something about his movies that just make me happy on the inside.
Well, when you turn your brain off, you're usually happier.
And why are we watching Star Trek?
Because this is like the kind of happy that happens when you turn your brain on.
Ooh, that's fancy. And it's season 1, so
it's still a little campy.
It's you get what you can get. Let's see here, where are we at? Yep, I think we are good to go. You ready to rock and roll?
Just give me the signal.
In 3, 2, 1, engage. Ooh, 0.4. I liked 0.3 a little bit more, but I'll take 0.4.
Oh, we're going to Data's hometown.
I wonder if it's got that weird old guy.
You mean Data in prosthetics?
No. What's that Data in prosthetics who played Dr. Singh? I think was his name.
Dr. Soon, and yes.
Soon?
It was Brent
close.
Spiner.
Soon, Singh.
Yes, what are you doing, Data?
Oh, Data.
You try so hard.
I know.
Agog.
Oh, he's trying so hard. I just want to pat his little head and watch him wag his tail. Does this planet have tar monsters?
Unfortunately, not yet.
That's a shame. I love tar monsters. Not that that's foreshadowing anything.
Oh, not at all. Definitely nothing we foreshadowed the last several times we've done this.
Well, every time I see Tasha, I just think she looks like she'd be a good match for a tar monster.
She would be an excellent match for a tar monster. I agree.
Just like every time I see William Shatner, I think you should be in the middle of the Mojave Desert building firearms out of bamboo pipes, fighting a lizard man.
Everyone should.
I know. Then COVID hit, and now we can't go to the desert and fight lizard men.
Actually, I think we're fine if we're out in the middle of the desert as long as we're 6 feet apart. With
Right?
our rudimentary cannons, we can be.
That is true. We probably would want to be 6 feet apart if we're shooting each other with cannons.
Yeah. Sneezing. Oh, Patrick Stewart.
Wait, why is Wesley flying the ship?
Because he's Wesley. He's an acting ensign.
So let's just have him fly the top of the line vessel of, like, I give my 14-year-olds control of aircraft carriers all the time.
Well, this is the future, Ty. The aircraft carriers are easier to use, and the children are smarter. So, it all kind of works out. Besides, how bad can it be? I mean, it's not like you have to parallel park in a spaceship.
I don't know. If I had to compare my 11-year-old to Wesley, I think I might side with my 11-year-old.
See, now you sound like Captain Picard. Shut up, Wesley.
Man, I wish I could meet Will Wheaton so I could tell him to shut up.
Oh, he'd probably be very cool with it.
He probably would be.
He's kind of embraced his role.
I
Geekdom.
know you from somewhere. I'm Will Wheaton. Shut up, Wesley.
Did you ever see his cameos on The Big Bang Theory?
I've seen the first one or two. I only saw the first 3 or 4 seasons of that show, and then I ran out of show.
Well, every time he shows up, it's funny. And just the running between him and Sheldon.
My problem with that show is it felt very patronizing every time the laugh track went off.
I think just describe all laugh tracks.
Well, sometimes it's okay and it kind of works, but not with that show. It's like, do I need a laugh track for a joke on the Doppler effect? It seems to make the joke worse, not funnier, when you follow the Doppler effect up with a laugh track.
So now they're up to 0.5. Everything's dead.
Looks like Mars.
Looks too gray for Mars.
Where's the oxygen coming from?
That's a really good point. If all the trees are dead.
There's no bacteria. There's no plants.
Yeah. They have nothing to breathe. Nice, elegantly carved staircase.
That is a nice staircase to nowhere.
wonder how many times they use that exact staircase as set dressing.
Knowing Star Trek, probably several.
This is probably a staircase we see all the way into like Voyager. Mysterious.
Oh, that ruins my question of how'd they turn him on.
I'm sorry. We'll have to point out another logical inconsistency.
But this is season 1. How will we ever find another logical inconsistency between now and the end of the episode?
You're right. We should just turn this off now.
Probably should.
Ooh.
Bum, bum, bum. He's cheating with his robot eyes.
He does. It's always the misplaced rock. That's the one you push.
It also helps when you can probably see the circuitry and the mechanisms behind the rock.
Geordi, he makes everything look so easy.
I like how he just pushes the button with no assumptions that anything bad could possibly happen.
He's turning on the lights. What could possibly happen?
How do you know that's a light switch? They live in a world where everything turns on automatically. Why would you assume there's a button you have to push?
Maybe when he was growing up in Canada, he actually had a physical light switch.
I guess.
He's gonna press another button.
Ooh. Is that Chinese? That is Chinese.
What does it say?
It's just like it's only Hua. I need more. I'd have to go back and pause it, and we're not allowed to do that in these watch throughs.
Okay, so here's my question for you. Is the only reason they found that because of Geordi's like visor? Did the Tripoli
Hey,
crew
it's
have
the light
no
thing.
hope of finding it?
I just watched a news story about that light thing.
What does it do?
They've been using that light thing as a prop for like the last 40 years in sci-fi movies.
Nice.
Like there's video of William Shatner using that in an episode of Star Trek.
Hey, we're watching Star Trek now.
I know, but this is now Star Trek and not then Star Trek.
Well,
but yeah,
by now Star Trek, you mean 30 years ago.
I guess. But still, the company who rented that piece of equipment out to movies went under because of COVID.
Oh.
They went out of business and they sold off all their assets.
See, Union soon.
Quara, maybe? It's too blurry, and Geordi's standing in the way of the door.
Is this like Firefly? Is this universe half Chinese without us knowing it?
It might be. Lan, maybe? Quara? It's too fast. Okay, when the episode's over,
they did plastic surgery.
When the episode's over, remind me to rewind and come see what that said, or at least try to see what it said. It fits.
Hundreds.
Push a button. Open the gas. Let the gas out. Inhale the mystery gas. Yes!
I've seen this movie. This is where the
go?
giant alien hands come out.
I would have said tentacles.
Ted has a brother. This can't possibly go wrong in any sort of way.
No, what could possibly go wrong with lore?
I'm not sure who Lore is, but I just assumed like Data's gonna have a brother who's gonna join them for the rest of the series. And Brent Spiner was gonna play two people in every episode.
Mystery brothers that come out of nowhere unexpectedly never end badly in TV shows or movies.
Exactly. Let's try to put it together anyway.
But he doesn't have an ear.
I'm sure they can make one of those.
I don't know if they have the technology.
Maybe there's one in the box.
Could be.
You always gotta look at the bottom of the box just in case pieces fell out.
You know what would be ideal is if they took the head and put it's in a jar. That's just what I was going to say. You put it in a jar like Futurama. That's the feet and hands. Now put the head in a jar and we'll be good to go.
Oh, hey, look, it's one of the, I think that was one of the rotating chief engineers they had. Man. Androids are a lot easier to assemble than you would think.
I know.
It's all plug and play.
It's like Legos. Just pop the arms off and you pop them back into the sockets and you're good to go.
Man, if I knew it that easy, I would have made an Android a long time ago.
So convenient. Do you know where I can go pick up some Android parts so I can assemble my own for house cleaning?
Maybe the Lego facility has some.
I spent a lot of time at Legoland. I think I would have noticed if they had Android parts.
Maybe that's like the advanced part of Legoland?
Maybe. But unfortunately, they're closed due to COVID, and I unfortunately bought season tickets for this year.
That's what you get for planning for the future.
At least I didn't do Disneyland.
That would have been hard.
I still have 1 day left on my 4-day pass. I don't know how I'm going to redeem that.
Here's to December 29th. May it be open.
Maybe?
It has an on and off switch. Come on.
Is that a wooden table?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we haven't got to Measure of a Man yet.
We have not. But Patrick Stewart, once again, laying down the, philosophical underpinnings of the universe.
Well, let's see you sneeze, Data. Let's see you sneeze and show me how you sneeze better than us.
Oh, snap!
Oh, that enough? How about some whistling? Yeah, take that.
Ty, I do believe that you are better than Data.
Exactly. They framed that child's art they stole from the wall.
I think it was already framed. That's why it was on the wall. I do like how they take that and like, oh, look, this must be children's art. And it's all of that thing like destroying everything. And everyone's running from it. And they think it's like the greatest thing ever. Thank you, random chief engineer. He'll never appear again.
Why didn't you just plug the things into the sockets as it's clearly labeled?
I don't know. It's almost as if they had limited props budgets, but they're trying to express complicated ideas.
No, we can't all have the budgets of the original series.
Oh, if only. Oh.
Why do you have a doctor reassembling the robots?
Because she has the surgeon's hands. Delicate work. He's just kind of looking around like, what's going on?
He's got REM sleep. That's a plus. His eyes were twitching. There he goes.
I know, right? Oh, he talks. Well, this starts out so well.
That wasn't ominous at all. You just throw the old Data in the trash bin. He's no longer needed.
I'm here. See, here's my thing about this episode. The name of the episode is Data Lore. So they couldn't come up with a better episode name than let's take Data's name and Lore's name, and that's our title.
Would you have preferred a hyphen?
Maybe.
That was weird. Suddenly it got louder.
Magic.
I wasn't worried about Data's loyalty. Maybe you should worry about this unknown person who says you could throw away your old robot and replace him with you.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Starfleet is very trusting.
He's been alive for like less than a day and you're already letting him fly the ship?
Yeah, you're
at least he's more qualified than Wesley to fly the ship.
better reflexes.
I know.
That we just broke by
Shut up,
bringing you up
Wesley.
here. Hey, Worf has a line.
It's a shame he's definitely not evil.
I know, right?
I could really go for that Not Evil song from Lego Movie 2 right about now.
Except it wouldn't be true coming out of lore.
This
So many layers.
sounds like a spoiler. But I deserve that after I ruined the fact that there are both red and blue lights in the next Christopher Nolan movie.
It's true.
I'm sorry I revealed that to you.
Don't forget the fact that you revealed that those two mix to make purple light.
I know, I'm such a horrible friend. I'm so sorry.
Oh, see, Data just
nipples. Sorry,
Data
it's
just
really
Data
standing
just
out.
laid
right
down
now.
a Wesley truth bomb on lore.
I'm sorry, I was distracted by Data's nipples. What did you say?
Lore was saying Wesley's a child, and Data's like, he may have the body of the child, but we found him to be much more.
Well, he hasn't found his inner animality yet. How is he supposed to be much more? Uh-oh. That's not good.
Well, that's not good.
I think I may have accidentally just skipped ahead or back like 10 seconds.
He just said, our beloved father. He's acting out of uniform now.
Lore's lecturing Data right now. He just said we will discuss that in time. Have you got there yet?
Nope. Now he's lecturing. And now he's talking about how much better than humans he is.
When he says underestimate you, let me know so I can recommence playback. I'm just going to stare deeply into Lore's eyes while you listen to his monologue.
We'll discuss that in time.
I need to stop touching this mouse. I think it's the track,
There it goes.
the gestures.
Mark, press play.
He lied?
Dr. Zoom made part of his first attempt. He made me completely human. Colonists became envy of me. You live with colonists.
Okay, I think we're close enough to be synced.
Okay. So basically, the colonists got the heebie-jeebies from lore like we're all getting, and they asked Soon to make another one. So here's my thing. Why is that a hang-up?
Contractions?
Yes, like it seems like it'd be something that's really easy to program in. I mean, Siri can handle contractions.
Maybe it's because... Does Lore have an emotion chip? Maybe that's why he's a sociopath?
Maybe.
Why would the emotion chip make you a sociopath? You think it'd have the opposite effect.
Maybe it's a metaphor. Maybe it's meaning to tell us that deep down humans are the real monsters. And now I'm going to turn you off. Too bad Data can't, like, read people. And
Yeah, I'm just going to leave you here with full access to the ship and all of its information. After you tell me how we should subjugate humanity as our slaves. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with this plan.
See, this is the point where you wish that Data was able to, Understand emotion?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's learning so much.
I noticed they showed the ship schematics more than once. Are you at a starfield?
Yes.
Okay, good. I think we're definitely close enough in sync.
Oh, the crystalline entity.
I could have sworn, wasn't the crystalline entity in the first episode?
Nope. We watched the first episode.
Or was that a squid monster?
That was a squid monster.
Actually, it was more of a jellyfish now that I think about it.
Whatever it wasn't made of crystal.
Yeah, you're okay. Okay. My brain is remembering how this is going to go.
Not very. And the fact that children all drew it destroying things should tell you something.
It rendered the entire planet lifeless. I don't see how this could go wrong at all.
I don't see how you could doubt its existence after you've been to a place where it struck.
You have several witnesses, including one that's still able to talk and muse about subjugating you.
Yeah.
Oh, is she implying snitches get stitches?
Not for much longer.
How come no one questions Lore's loyalty, but they all question Data's loyalty?
I don't know, because maybe Data's never gone on long rants about how he's better than humanity. If he had, maybe they'd trust him more.
Oh, is he gonna slip Data a Mickey?
How do you do that? All
Is
right,
he Bill Cosby?
here's my question. When an android drinks something, where does the waste go?
I assume just a bucket.
Like inside it have to empty the bucket?
Why is Lord Bill Cosbying poor Data?
I don't know.
And how does this work?
I don't know. Is there like a computer virus in the champagne? I love how drugs work so much faster in TV and movies than they do in real life.
I know.
He knocked out Data.
Bum, 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 bum.
So, what's Lore's endgame here? It's like just feed everything he can to the crystalline entity, because for funsies.
It's like his own personal rancor. Sometimes you just gotta throw a pigman into the pit with your rancor to keep it happy.
Yes, but sometimes you accidentally throw a Jedi in there, and look what happens.
Think about how sad Lore's gonna be when Luke crushes his rancor's skull with the gate.
I know, right? Oh, look, it's Wesley.
That wasn't a tell at all. Yes, the incredibly obvious facial tick isn't going to tip me off, but contractions, that will tip me off.
You know what? He had time to switch clothing, but he didn't have time to hide the body at all.
Well, no, that would have required so much effort.
Man, I want a cool blue light pen to get rid of facial ticks.
I didn't know Laura had, what's it called? Not tetanus. Tourette's.
Shut up, Wesley. He said, whom?
That was a contraction. Actually, that doesn't count as a contraction, does it?
It does not.
But that was way more colloquial than data would ever be.
Because it's the crystalline entity.
Uh-oh. Wesley's getting curious. Time to make him important, because for some reason we have to make him important.
He's Wesley.
Shut up, Wesley.
So big. And made of crystal.
Ahead of them so quickly.
I wish I could fly through space.
I was about to say, where did that guy come from?
No.
How come he doesn't just tell them it's lore? Am I the only one missing this? I don't think that's Commander Data.
Yeah,
Lore's clearly smart enough on social cues to understand Wesley is suspicious.
that I made. Wow. That's almost as good as, hey, look over there.
Heaven forbid.
Ouch. Wow, he literally kicked Data's head open.
I didn't know Data's head was filled with kryptonite.
It's his power source.
It's very efficient.
There we go.
Oh, now you tell them.
Oh, hey, the big alien thing.
Heaven forbid you ask Wesley, why do you think that might be the case? Do you have
Shut up,
corroborating
Wesley.
evidence? You're right. Shut up, Wesley is always the right answer.
Oh, Worf has 2 lines this episode. Aww. Shouldn't any of them be curious? Like, so we could have opened a channel and said those exact same things and it would have backed up?
Wait, did he just say they can materialize actual trees from nothingness using transporters?
Well, yeah. Can't you?
I don't remember that being a power that they were bequeathed. Yeah, there it is.
Transporters, replicators, and holodecks, they're basically all the same thing.
Shut up, Wesley. She said, "Shut up, Wesley." What more do you want from her?
She's obviously on your side.
My only regret is that Worf didn't say "Shut up, Wesley" too.
He would have said it in Klingon. Oh, 3 lines from Worf this episode.
I know it would have greatly affected the series long term, but it would have been funnier if he would have punched Worf like in Gandhi too.
Shut up, Wesley.
That's 3 "Shut up, Wesleys" in one episode. What more could you ask for? And suddenly she trusts Wesley without question, without even asking, "Are you actually Data? Prove
know,
your
right?
data."
See, what I love is no one noticed that Lore talks differently than Data. Like, even up on the bridge, Lore talks differently than Data. Oh, android burn.
Oh, say it. Say it. Oh, I guess that's close enough to "Shut up, Wesley."
Wow, that was way too easy.
Since when do phasers have torture settings?
I think it's around like setting 4 or 5. Even though like crystalline entities could probably kill you all. Do you hear that sound? Those are the shrieking eels. Herm actually caught on fire.
I kind of wish he would have lit Wesley on fire instead. But I guess technically she's 50% Wesley.
Let us throw these giant empty carts around. Bam.
Wah, wah, wah.
Bye, Lore.
Where did they put him?
Out into space. Shut up, Wesley.
I know. Wait, wasn't she on? Oh, wait, there we go. I was about to say, where's her burn marks? Oh, I could have sworn it was her whole arm on fire. Shut up, Picard. It just doesn't feel right.
It doesn't.
I had to try it. Shut up.
Shut up, Captain. For now.
Why does no one ask Wesley where he put Lore?
Because he's gone. You put him away and you hope for the best.
I guess it worked for Khan. It should work fine for Lore.
Exactly. These things never come back to bite you. I mean, this is probably the last we'll ever see Laura on this show, ever.
I'm sure it is. Because there's no way you could come up with some sort of conceivable way for someone who doesn't require oxygen or atmosphere to survive being transported into space on his giant pet Rancor.
Exactly. I'm sure that he is absolutely destroyed and nothing bad will come from this.
Exactly. I wonder if they turned him into a tree. That would have been amusing. Kind of like how they turned GLaDOS into a potato.
Yes. That actually would have been pretty amusing.
I know. I would have loved to see potato or tree Lore versus Picard.
Ah.
Oh well. Can't win them all.
No, but once again, we did get 3 shut up Wesleys this episode, so
That was a lot of shut up Wesleys, I have to admit. That was quite pleasant.
oh, silly Wesley. He thinks he's people.
He does think he's people, but he'll never be people. Because he's Wesley. That was fun.
Yes, good episode. I rank it mildly cheesy.
I'd say it was more enjoyable than most of season 1.
It's true.
Mostly because of the shut up Wesleys.
Yes, but there was a surprising lack of God Riker in this one.
Let's review.
You trying to figure out the Chinese stuff?
No, that guy. I think the problem with the episode is that guy who's pretending to be the chief engineer has stolen Riker's beard.
This is very true. Or maybe this is where Riker gets the idea from.
Okay, I think I know what is that. It's not quite clear, but I think I might be able to get what's on that door. It's a Hua something swole, which is like some sort of a room. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my dictionary.
Okay.
Let's see here. Just switch to Chinese input. Nope, not that one. It's that one. That? No. It's so blurry. It's hard to tell. It might be Huayansuo, maybe? Experiment room?
That would make sense.
It's kind of blurry, so it's hard to tell exactly what it says.
It's almost as if somebody put that there and decided to make it so people wouldn't actually be able to read it. That'd just be silly.
It also could be the fact that I'm working with a transcoded 1080p file. And it's never quite clear enough. Oh, wait, that might actually be clear enough to read. Right before Riker opens the tube. And oh, wait. Oh, dang it, that was definitely clear enough. Yeah, it's definitely Huayansuo.
Just as we both suspected this entire time.
Yes, it is Huayansuo. Although my dictionary says Huayan sure would have been a better translation.
Oh, Haiyan Shu, Haiyan Shua, it's all the same.
Here, I will text you the translation because it's. I know you would have looked it up yourself, but you're busy and above such trivial things.
Ooh, let's see.
Screenshot. But yeah, that is definitely what was written on it.
Chemical Examination Laboratory Test. Place, Office Bureau, Institute. Dated.
Yeah, Google translates it as laboratory.
Ooh, laboratory.
Like Dexter's laboratory.
Do you think there were the other like Chinese writing in the room said, DJ, stay out of my laboratory?
I wish, but they all say the same thing.
Oh, it's very disappointing.
And then there's that symbol on the left-hand side, whatever that symbol means.
Didi?
I guess it could mean Didi. It's always possible. Here, I'll send you this picture. And while I could have zoomed in, then you wouldn't have been able to enjoy the masculinity of Riker's hand. So I'm sending you a wider shot.
Thank you. I'll take that as a kindness.
Because what's the point if you don't have Riker's hand in the shot? Like, sure, it would be easier to read, but is that really worth sacrificing Riker's hand?
I don't think so.
There you go. You now have both the translation and Riker's hand. See?
You know,
all those hundreds of hours. Go ahead.
I said I used to think my life was incomplete, but now
that you've got a picture of Riker's hand in laboratory in Chinese,
I suddenly feel whole. Is this how Picard feels all the time?
Probably. Maybe that's what it's like to be Patrick Stewart. We may never know. But But judging from both of our fathers, we will never be able to truly rock the Picard properly.
Nope.
Although I think I may come closer, statistically speaking.
Woohoo! I win.
We'll see. Although I am closer to your dad's hair color than you are. You're way behind your dad in that regard.
Oh, yes. Yes. Sadly, my white hairs are few and far between so far.
I would have thought you had enough stress when you were living in North Mexico.
Oh, I thought I did too. But, what are you going to do? Apparently, it needs to be, prolonged.
Apparently, we need to put you in a more stressful, prolonged situation in order to instigate your gray hair.
No, I refuse.
Alas.
Actually,
oh well.
No, I have a better solution. Giant meteor. Don't have to worry about it anymore.
Problem solved. And maybe the meteor coming down will give you gray hair so you'll be able to go with the gray hair you're supposed to have. And sadly, our hosting service is going to cut us off if we go much longer. So any final thoughts before I push the stop recording button?
Shut up, Wesley.
Nanu.
Talk to you later. Bye.